So here, create one program. Say for example, z oops underscore class 1. I don't know whether this font size is okay for you or not. Create, this is class 1, oops, class 1. Executable program, click on save. Save it in local object. Now, so here we are going to create a class. So what is the syntax for creating a class? Class, class name, definition, and class. You can say creation of class. So how to create a class? Class name can be anything. Whatever name you want, you can give it. But we all know that many projects will follow the naming conventions. So it is better to make it as a habit. So let me give a name it as, because it is a local class, I will give it as LCL underscore ABC. So again I am saying name wise whatever name you want you can give it. Just to follow the naming convention I am giving this name class LCL underscore ABC. This is the class name. So I said class name, definition. The next syntax is definition. Full stop, end class. Every class definition will end with a end class. So I said class name, definition, end class. Right? So now let us check it and see what will happen. I'm not getting any syntactical errors, so activate this. So what's happening here? Let me zoom it. So what's happening here? I created a class with the name LCL underscore ABC. I created one class with the name LCL underscore ABC. Activate this. Done. Now we created a class. We created a class, but there are no components inside this class. This class is empty. We created a class, that is fair enough, but this particular class is empty. There are no components inside. What is meant by components? Components can be anything, like it can be attributes, there can be methods, there can be events, again all this stuff. So what is meant by method, what is meant by event, we'll see in upcoming sessions, but as of now let us try to declare some attributes inside this class. We created a class with name LCL underscore ABC, and because this class is empty I want to fill with some attributes inside this class. Now what is meant by attribute? Here comes one more new thing called attribute. What is meant by attribute? See, attribute is nothing but a, in our normal web, we use variables, right? We used to declare variables. So in normal above we call them as a variable. In Oops above we call them as attribute. That's it. A variable in normal above is nothing but an attribute in a Oops above. How we declare a variable in normal above? Say for example, I want to declare a variable called A. I can say data A type I. So this is nothing but a variable here, right? So attributes also can be declared in the same way. But in attributes again we have two types. One is instance attribute, another one is static attribute. Attribute is nothing but a variable in normal above. We call it as attribute in Oops above. Again in this attribute we have two types. One is instance attribute and another one is static attribute. Now again, what is the difference between these two things? What is the difference between instance attribute and a static attribute? To begin with, the first difference is syntax.